All right, looks like we're live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Yeah, here we are at the ocean as the sun's coming out, or coming up, I should say, way out east on Long Island. It's gonna be. It's looks like it's gonna be just a glorious day. That's good, right? Let's say hi to a few people. We got Doc Danger off the YouTube. You are first on the whole damn thing. Also back on the TikTok. Oh, hi TikTok. Welcome to the live stream. Also, we got Dan G. We got Nick Umrican. How are you, Nick? You are. Yep, you're first again, Nick. You're first. You're first again. Let's give you a cheers. What's up, Nick? How are you, buddy? Man, it's been crazy. I was live streaming from Get Parts yesterday. I'm doing my usual Tuesdays at Get Parts, and then that stream ended. We had a damn good time with Dan, aka All Day NYC, off the TikTok. He did a little set with me yesterday as well. Then went home, had some chili, said hi to the kids, and then I packed the car and came out here late last night with Doggy. Hi, Doggy. What are you looking for? Oh, he sees a bone under my beach chair that's still out on the deck here. And yeah, we're out here at the ocean because I got to get Doggy to the vet. Got to get Doggy to the vet in a few hours, actually. What's up, Tom Taylor? How are you? Morning Open Squad. What's up, John O'Reilly? Got Darren Albertson. Hi, Darren. Greg Buell, of course, up there in Michigan. Tommy Festa, what's going on, brother? How are you? Good to see you. We got Gail, Facebook user, just saying Morning Open Squad. I wonder if that's Trevor Myers. I had Trevor Myers stop by Get Parts. I tell you guys all the time, and I mean it. Trevor will give you a damn good report. I got a private Facebook group. You go to Opie Radio Fans, and you click on something to join the private Facebook group, and then you got an open invite to come hang out at Get Parts, especially on Tuesdays when I'm doing my Tuesdays at Get Parts. And Trevor Myers, he did just that. He flew in from Indiana for a little business meeting, and all of a sudden he walked by the window and he's waving at me, and I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" And as soon as he said Trevor Myers, I freaked out. It's all on camera. So, I ain't kidding, man. If you're part of the private Facebook group, you got a welcome invite to join us in New York City when we do the Tuesdays at Get Parts, especially. What's up, Tommy Festa again? And Gail, what's up? Doc Danger says, "Yay, May." What's up, Doc Danger? Good morning from Ohio, coming in on the TikTok. Right on. Just woke up, got out here at 11:30. The house was frozen, man. The house was down to like 45 degrees. Went to bed. I cranked the heat and went to bed, but the sheets and everything was pretty fucking cold. So it took me a good hour and a half just to fall asleep last night. So I'm half out of it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. What's up, Michelle? How are you? From my private Instagram. Also offer some stuff on the Instagram where we got a chat room that's open 24/7. You can hear it in the throat today. I am tired. Doggy's tired. Not a good look trying to clear your throat, in the middle of a live stream. At least Ron isn't here to get you kicked off the TikTok. Yeah, no kidding. TikTok, I haven't been on in a while because, TikTok was very, very sensitive about a story Ron the Waiter was telling. And even though I was on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, TikTok was the only social platform that yanked my live stream. So I was I was like, I think I can only go live on TikTok if I don't have any guests, because I can't trust my guests, because TikTok gets a little trigger happy and yanks yanks live streams. Oh my God. They yanked the live stream. They yanked my account. They said I wasn't getting my account back, but then I pleaded. For the other TikTokers out there, sometimes when you plead, it does work. But I even saw online, man, like the odds of you getting your account back are slim to none. But a miracle happened. All right. So I'll continue making my 28 cents a month from TikTok. Cheers. Cheers to that. I like that. But anyway, we're here out at the ocean. I wasn't even going to turn this on, to be honest with you. I rolled out of bed a little late. I didn't set my alarm, and I'm like, oh, but the sunrise is looking good over the ocean. I got to at least turn it on and try. So we'll do it. We'll do a quick one today. Vincent Scaramuzzo. Ugh, I'm jealous. Was gonna do some beach time, but woke up middle of the night with a fever. You got a fever. Sorry to hear that, Vincent Scaramuzzo. Do you know how to do radio? Good one. Good one, Colin. Good one. Are you in Florida or on Long Island? I'm way out east on Long Island. I mean, way, way, way out east on Long Island. Morning, oh, beautiful sunrise. It's shaping up to be something, I think, right? We'll see in a minute or two. As soon as that sun pops, I'm going inside, getting another cup of coffee, laying on that couch, and getting ready to take the dog to the vet. Me too. You're in Southampton? Right on, brother. You want to clink coffee cups? You want to clink some coffee cups there? User 814-983-918-6688. I don't know if you can get followers on the TikTok with a name like that. That's going to be very hard to do. Nice by Michelle. What's up, Michelle? He seems super nice. He was very, very nice. Which one? Dan? All Day NYC off the TikTok. My friend who has 800,000 followers on TikTok, just started out as a regular guy with a regular job, had an idea for his TikTok, and it just blew up. And now he's a big star on the TikTok. And he's definitely a newer friend of mine, that's for sure. Wearing his hat today. Wearing Dan's hat today. What time did you arrive out there? John O'Reilly wants to know. I got out here about after 11:30, I think, and then I finally fell asleep around 1 a.m. And as you could do the math yourself. That's not a lot. It's not a lot of sleep. Beach Envy. What's up, Beach Envy? Yeah, right on. Detroit by Dark. Good morning, Oppenheimer. Good morning. Why no bourbon for breakfast? Oh, what's up, Tex? I should say Mex. What's up, Mex? Oh my God, this is an old friend of Carl Ruiz, and this dude lived with Carl for a little while. He's a good, solid fucking dude. And we did a podcast where we were putting a little bourbon in our coffee. Some were putting a little more bourbon in their coffee than others, but I certainly partook that day. That was another great podcast. What's up, Mex? Mex, you still have that job? So Mex, like when there's a natural disaster somewhere in America, I think hurricanes down there in Florida, whatnot, excuse me, they need people to rebuild, and that's when Mex jumps up and goes to work and leaves the area for, I don't know, months at a time, right? To rebuild areas that were devastated by hurricanes or tornadoes or whatnot. TikTok's asking, oh, did you know Ralph Sorella? Any stories or comments? Rest in peace. Oh, my God. Ralph Sorella was supposedly Howard Stern's best friend, died at the age of 58. Supposedly he didn't have health insurance, which I find really weird because if you're Howard Stern's best friend, maybe somebody should have paid for his health insurance. But what do I know? I don't live that life. I don't know the details. Maybe he was so scared of doctors that even if he had health insurance, he wasn't going to go to doctors. But over the years working at SiriusXM, you would run into the Howard Stern people a lot, and I saw Ralph a few times in the hallway over the years, and he couldn't have been nicer. But it was all just small talk. I don't really have any real stories about him. He seemed to be a decent, nice dude. What I took from my very brief encounters with the guy, but Howard Stern is just devastated losing his friend Ralph Sorella. So I mean, it just sucks. It just sucks. It fucking sucks. I swear to you, when I was younger, stupid me, I thought it was a rarity that you died young. I really did. I thought it was a rarity. I thought most got to old age, unless you were in a car accident or something. And then you live a life and you're like, oh my God, people die around you at a very young age all the fucking time. Can I curse on TikTok? This is very. Can Can I curse on I don't know if I can curse on the TikTok, but good morning from Poughkeepsie, New York. How are you, Doc Danger? Do you enjoy Christmas, or is that for the young people? No, royalty. No, I don't enjoy. Who enjoys Christmas? You put a stupid smile on your face, and you plow through that shit every year. No, actually, what? I think if you enjoy Christmas and you're over the age of, I don't know, if you're over the age of like 11, no, if you're an older person out of college and you enjoy Christmas, there's something wrong with you, I think. There's a lot of us that will make believe we like Christmas. I get that. But then there are a very small minority of people that really enjoy Christmas. They're weird. They're weird people. Maybe I'm talking to a few of you. I don't know. Hey, Opie, had a random thought. I thought I'd ask you about, do you think cancel culture is starting to die down? It seems to me like more people are pissed off about canceling today. Yeah, it's like a pendulum, and the pendulum will start swinging back the other way. That's why, look, man, I'm not, this is a tough one, but I got to say it. And TikTok, you might want to put earmuffs on for this. That's why I don't mind the Elon Musk on the Twitter, because I don't get yanked for any of my stuff. I could say some outrageous stuff. I'm not trying to be a hateful person, but I want to be able to say outrageous stuff, and hopefully it's funny. And when I do that on Twitter, I don't even think twice about getting anything yanked. I've never had a tweet yanked. I've never had my account yanked, unlike other people that are listening in right now. And I think that's, I think it's good for the cancel culture. I really do. And look, a lot of people are outraged because Alex Jones is back, but there's plenty of people that will fight the good fight. They'll push back against Alex Jones and his nonsense. I'm not going to be one of those people. Maybe every once in a while, but there'll be plenty of people pushing back. And someone like Elon Musk, I think he. Look, there's a lot of evil on Twitter. I mean, you gotta acknowledge that, but I think he's helping pushing back against the cancel culture. Cheers. Cheers to that. What's up, Nina? How are you? What's up, Josh? What's Greg Buell saying? Sean, looks like you need to click on the StreamYard link in the live stream to get your name to show up instead of Facebook usually. Oh, all right. That's good. Anthony has the best political takes, to be honest. All right. I don't really know much about Anthony's political takes. I know in broad strokes his political takes, but I don't go there. I'm sorry, but if you watch or listen to Anthony and you like his political takes, great, go for it. That's great. Decline. I'm not going live with anybody today. Goodbye. Skull. Goodbye. You request one more time, I block you. 3 strikes, you're out. Eric, good morning, Open Squad. Rock the show today. Cheers. Yeah, I'm definitely tired though. We did a great show at Tuesdays at Get Parts. TikTok, I wasn't live. I can't do lives at Get Parts anymore for you. It's too risky. I don't want to lose my 28 cents a month I get from TikTok. So, but if the TikTok people are interested, I do Tuesdays at Get Parts. I hang out with my friends. We drink some beers. We really get stupid and silly, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And last night's was really, really good. And you can find that on my YouTube and my Facebook. All right. Opie Radio on YouTube. Opie Radio fans on the Facebook. I'm seeing Voss on the 15th. What should I expect? Well, I hope you're not sitting in the front row. Is he doing the Gallagher thing yet, where he hands out rain slickers for the front row? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Loved Opie and Anthony. Right on, brother. Right on, man. Glitch says, you'd get paid if you were talented or relevant. Thanks for your hate first thing in the morning, Glitch. What happened in your life that you got to get up this early and hate on me? I'm doing just fine. The 28 cents a month from TikTok is a joke, by the way. Okay, it's a joke. It's just a dumb little joke. I do okay with my live streaming. I do okay with my podcasting. And I do okay across all social media platforms. With TikTok, they absolutely lag a bit behind, but I do all right. Cheers, coffee, clank. Yeah, I'll take that, Chris. Cheers, right back to you. Clank, clank. 30 cents. Yes, it's 30 cents, actually. Very good. See, I like that. That's some good abuse that I can handle, and I like. We got XM202 Afro. He's my only Twitch viewer. I am live on Twitch as well, but I don't really have a Twitch account. That's a social media platform I make like no money off. So, do all comments have to be yeah? Yeah, it gets that way, Anthony. Absolutely. Good morning, GH and everyone. Happy Hump Day. Is it Wednesday? All right. How you doing, brother? Mex, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. By the way, you would be really good for my Tuesdays at Get Parts if you want to, get a hold of me and get to the city on a Tuesday and hang out and drink some craft beers with us. We got some bourbon, laying around the joint if you need that. And it'd just be good to see you, and it would be good to do a little live streaming with you. All right. Are you Opie? Are you a morning? Well, sure. Why not? I am Frank. I don't mind that in the morning. Ocean Show. I know, Chris Cooper. I'm half out of it. There's your sunrise, by the way. Damn, it's coming up nice. Yeah, I was at Get Parts yesterday doing the Tuesdays thing, and then I forgot that the dog has a vet appointment today. For the people that don't know, I try to do a lot of my business out here, way out east on Long Island, because A, the people are nicer, and B, it's way less expensive than the city prices. We're all pretty much done with the city prices everywhere you go. And then I get to do this. I get to wake up with the sun coming up over the ocean. I get to walk the beach a little bit. It works for me, man, because I don't mind jumping in a car to get to do this here and there and save some money on top of it. So yes, sir, I'm the hurricane chaser. I told you that's what Mex does. His whole job, man. That's what I try to tell people. Without getting into specific tragedies, but there are tragedies that happen around the country, around the world. And there are people out there that benefit from it in a good way. They're not sleazy or anything like that. Mex is actually helping communities and homeowners. So when a hurricane hits your area, someone like Mex, that's when his job starts, and then he gets to make money for himself and his family, or whoever he wants to give some of the money to. Get out of the cold. You got that right, W man. Look, man. I like this Anthony. Anthony Gentle. Yeah, he thinks some of you guys are a little you know what. I can't say it with TikTok. A little you know what with your comments, and he thinks you might be a little more you know what than Dylan Mulvaney. Look, man. I have a lot to say about Dylan Mulvaney, but I know there's someone in the TikTok headquarters just waiting with their finger to yank my stream. Look, all I'll say about the Dylan Mulvaney, I understand it's 2023. I understand that fully. Almost 2024. We're gonna turn the fucking calendar in another few days. But man, if I don't need more time, I need a little more time on that. I need time to just understand the new ways of the world. Let's just put it that way. I think I could put it that way. How did you and the family get a day off today? No, dude, I'm out here solo with the dog. Quick back and forth there, Chris Cooper. Although got home from Get Parts, and my daughter was really, really sick. She's going to the doctor this morning. we took a COVID test because the COVID's going around the school, and she doesn't have it, thank God. But she definitely at least has strep throat. So she's got a day off as well. But no, I ran out here for my dog and a vet visit. Who invented insurance? Allstate ripped me off. You're in good hands with Howie Hoo. Tell him, Fred. Did you ever meet Norton's wife? No, I did not. One of the guys I used to work with is now married to. I don't know. I don't know the proper way to say it. I don't know the proper way to say it. It's a. I say it's. I think you could say it's a sort of girl, if that makes sense. Can you say sort of girl? Because like, I think if you got an extra part, then there's room for discussion. Are we allowed to say that, TikTok? I understand this person goes through life as a girl. That's fine, no problem. But if you're trying to describe it to people, and the person has an extra part, what's the proper way to say that? I don't know. But my thing is, I can't change my tune now just because I don't like Jim Norton. My tune my entire life has been like, look, I honestly don't care what you do. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care who you marry, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others. That's been my mantra my whole life, so I can't change now, because maybe I don't like the guy. Rest in peace, Steve C. Brr, yes, right on. Should we brush each other's hair? Oh my God. She has more viewers. Well, good for her. Good for her, Hawkins Royal. Geez, I like Christmas, and I usually host 40 people. Sorry. Sorry about that. I just see it. I see everybody in my circle, and no one actually enjoys the Christmas season. I think you enjoy Christmas Day, but the lead up from Thanksgiving to Christmas is just a nightmare, and I think it does take away from everything. Ope is up early doing some online panhandling. You have zero talent, Greg, and the personality of a toilet bowl. Well, thank you, Devontae Richardson. Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you. Getting up nice and early for that. That's just wonderful. I only like non-alcoholic egg nogs. All right, Sadis. Very good. All right, listen, there's your sunrise over the ocean. I'm just going to get a warm-up coffee. I'm not leaving because of that idiot. Of course not. I'll be right back. I got to warm up my coffee. All right. I got to say, I really, I must have pissed off someone recently because the hate has gone up slightly. Someone is very butthurt out there. Very butthurt. No one I would love to know is what dumb little stupid thing that I do that I got somebody really mad that they're now getting up early with, some bots, some alternate accounts, I should say, and just throwing the hate at me. It's a little more than usual, but then it dies down. Those guys tend to move on to other nonsense. Bob Lord, one of my best friends from childhood, has gone through bouts of chemo and radiation, but now the cancer has moved to his liver, and doctors are now giving him just weeks to live. Please keep him and all people battling cancer in your thoughts. Oh, Jesus. Bob's one of ours. Very sorry to hear that, Bob. Very, very sorry to hear that. Bob's a good guy. He's one of ours. Ah, man, that just sucks. What do you say? What do you say to that? I don't know what you say to that. Opie's doing a great job. Well, thank you, Christy. I don't know if I'm doing a great job today. I'm like I said, I got out here really, really late. I've only slept about 4 to 4.5 hours. I'm pretty tired, but thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll do another one of these a little later when I'm fully awake. I don't know. We'll see. Your thoughts on University of Penn having to resign over alleged genocide speech? I don't know. I didn't read that article. I didn't read that article. I don't know. I didn't read that article. Can I have the call-in number? No, you can't. Usually I put the link in the private Facebook group, but I haven't done that in a little bit. I got to get back to doing that, okay? JG, Opie, awesome view. Thank you. That's your sunrise over the ocean way out east on Long Island. On TikTok, it's a much better. Yeah, man, on TikTok, it's a much better view than on my other platforms here. Hi, Mike. Yeah, at the ocean. What, you can do get parts? What do you mean you can do get parts? Yeah, man, it's an open. Dude, I live stream every Tuesday at Get Parts. It's a beer joint on the Upper West Side of New York City. It's with me and Matt and a few other friends, and we're expanding it and getting to know other people, and it's organically growing really nicely. But if you're a member of my private Facebook group, you got an open invite to come by. If we know you, we're letting you in. It's not open to everybody. I don't feel like doing that yet. Because we're still kind of building the whole concept. But yes, if you're part of the private Facebook group, or if you're a subscriber to my Instagram, Opie Radio, or we got a chat room open 24/7, yes, you're invited. We've had a few people come by. Wish I could hear. Okay, thank you, Doctor. All right, thank you. Wow, beautiful sunrise. Yeah, right on, Michael. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Where are you? Once again, I'm way out east on Long Island as the sun comes up. I get to come out here from time to time and do some errands, or sometimes I just come out here just to fucking hang for the day, because I don't have a real job. I don't have to be in an office. I don't have a 9-to-5er. So, my kids see me plenty. My wife sees me plenty. So it's a lot easier to just go, hey, I'm going to do a day at the beach. And that's what I'm doing. But today I do have to get Doggy to the vet. It's the whole reason we're out here. Where is Doggy? Do you see him? Oh, he's on the couch. Good morning. What's up, John Courts? How are you? By the way, yeah, hit that like. That greatly helps me. All right. Is there a dump truck backing up to your house? There's the garbage men are out early today, which is weird because there's definitely not a lot of people out here down this old dirt road. You're out there hustling. No one could criticize that. Well, thank you, John O'Reilly. I guess that's some kind of weird compliment. Thank you. What's up, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit? What's all that noise? Well, that would be big ocean waves. Astro Dark with the how's the fishing? The fishing went bye-bye right around Thanksgiving. That it all goes bye-bye out here. And then the season ends, I think, like December 2nd or something like that. So there's no fishing out here this time of year. Maybe if you get on a boat, you might still get something. But in general, everything has left the area. Certainly left the shoreline. They've gone to warmer waters for the winter. And then everything kicks back up in, I don't know, April, early May. Yeah. Mex, I'd love to. I'll definitely reach out. Craft beer, bourbon, and bad decisions. I'm in. I love to see you at Tuesdays at Get Parts, Mex. You would fit in very, very well. Very well. You might have to tamp down some of your language, but besides that, you would fit in really, really, really well. All right. Vet appointment in New York City would be like your tips for the flat for Thanksgiving. No, that's Christmas tips in my building. Oh yeah, Tommy, just come in. See, the decision was easy. Get a vet in the city or get a vet way out here on Long Island. We've done the vet in the city for this and that, and then we've done the vet way out here on Long Island, and it's like half the cost. And you don't get the attitude. You get actually really nice people that still like animals. the main doctor. It's one of these small town places. As soon as you go into the vet's office, the main doctor pretty much greets you, and he's all over your dog, petting him. He's just happy to see it, another dog, and he does it all day long. In the city, they're basically, come back in an hour. They're just grabbing the dog and taking him to a back room. People in New York City are miserable. So it's an easy decision to come out here for the day, live stream as the sun's coming up over the ocean. Then I'm going to chill and have another cup of coffee. I won't hear a voice until I say hi to the vet later today. And that's it. And then on top of it, I save hundreds of dollars for a basic vet visit. So there it is. The drive time at night is around 2.5. Yeah, you got that. There was no traffic, but it was still a long ride last night. A long ride. But anyway, what else is going on? Everybody good? What's going on in the world, man? There's something with Harvard, I guess. I guess there's a big to-do with Harvard, right? I think. I'm scrolling to a super chat. I'm wiping out a whole bunch of comments. So if you had something good, the deal I do is, like, if you had something good, rewrite it, because I skip the super chats. Or if you want to go to the front of the line, just give me a super chat, all right? Look, this guy just gave me $20. He doesn't have a question, nothing. He just gave me $20. So thank you to Northwest. Cheers to you, and thank you for cleaning up my chat room. The chat gets I get so far behind in the chat, and then a super chat actually helps me gets more on track. Now the sun is glaring off my MacBook. Oh yeah, all right. So Draymond Green up to his old ways. You see his punch slap? I did, Doug Morrison. I didn't watch the game, obviously, but I saw the highlights when I first woke up this morning. Draymond Green is a problem for the Warriors, and I'm sure they're trying to calm him down, but he's going to get suspended again. Last night, another flagrant foul, thrown out of another game. It's kind of getting old at this point. I love Draymond Green because I love players that are just idiots. I love that, but he, I don't know, he was being guarded and he got frustrated and then he swung his arm around like this. He knew what he was going to do. And then he puts his arms up in a weird way, like, what? I didn't know I was going to hit the guy. I was just trying to get him off me. And I think a lot of people on the Warriors have pretty much had it with Draymond Green. He's a great player, but you can't count on the guy. He's going to do that in the playoffs when the game is on the line. And he's going to get his ass, thrown out of the game when it's really, really important. And I think Steve Kerr is literally the last guy that's still defending him. I think that's how it's going. But if you're a coach, I guess you got to defend your guys all the way to the end. But yeah, I saw that. Another flagrant foul by good old Draymond Green. You do it every once in a while. You're like a rock star. But if you start doing it on a regular basis, then people are just looking at you like, oh, shit, you're just an a-hole. And I think that's what's starting to happen with the Draymond Green. You're beautiful. Have a blessed day. Well, thank you, Lydia English. I appreciate you there. Maybe I got to go, live on TikTok more often. There seems to be a bunch of nice people on the TikTok this morning. Morning Oak Coffee. Cheers. Yeah. What's up, Carolyn? Oh, Gervasi. What's up, Carol? Hey, how are you? Is it Carolyn or is it Caroline? It's Caroline, Brian. It's Caroline. I had a Carolyn situation in my family back in the day. And every time I saw the Caroline or the Carolyn, I had to think twice to make sure I said the name proper. Is it Carolyn or is it Caroline? People get very upset by that. It's not good to drive in the dark like that. Oh, my God, it's the best time. I was listening to David Byrne on Fly on the Wall with David Spade and Dana Carvey, and it made the time fly by because I love my David Byrne from the Talking Heads. Fly on the Wall is a really good podcast, but they did a terrible job with David Byrne. They don't know much about the guy. It was still entertaining and a good listen, but not one of their better episodes, that's for sure. But I'm definitely I'm definitely a big fan of Fly on the Wall, and it's just absolutely devastating what happened to Dana Carvey's son. His son died. It looks like it's a drug overdose, and Dana even tweeted like, "I don't know when I'm coming back." So that podcast might be done for a while. So I guess this was an older episode. Um, but man, my thoughts go out to Dana Carvey. Like it matters, but who knows? Maybe my dumb little energy will add to all the other dumb energy of love going toward Dana Carvey, so he could get through that tragedy. His son was, I think, late 20s, early 30s, something like that. Just terrible. Dan Aykroyd is on today on Fly on the Wall. Yeah, Fly on the Wall is a really, really good podcast. I get nothing for this, but basically the gist of the show is they talk about SNL. They talk about their time at SNL. Then they bring on a lot of cast members or musicians or some of the hosts that were on SNL, and they talk about their experience. But then they go what I like to call off-roading and talk about other things. It's a really, really good listen. Much better than listening to some comedy podcast out there where the comedian talks about his narcissism, how he gets through his narcissism. Oh God, enough. They're all doing the same stupid thing. I try to tell them. Look, a lot of those guys are doing way better than me, but nothing worse than listen to a comedian's podcast and that they're not being funny because they're just talking about narcissistic crap that's going on in their lives and talking about the process. Oh, shut up. You're funny. Just be funny. Draymond Green is my most disliked professional athlete, Robert Spahn. Really? I kind of like guys like that. Back in the day, I wasn't a fan of the Detroit Pistons, but I loved how they would just beat the crap out of their opponents. I absolutely used to love that. What are you having for lunch today? Robert Spahn's asking. I might, I might just go with like some kind of a acai bowl if you need to know the truth. On the way home from the vet, I'll stop at one of those acai smoothie places. You're ignoring the Lady Di Marian comments, Hope. What happened to them? All right, thank you, Gino. I've only explained that a million times. Lady Di, unfortunately, is in a home, not doing well at all, living out her life basically in a home. Her son pops on the live streams on a regular basis, Peter. And Marion, I haven't heard from in a very, very long time. For the people that don't know, Marion and Lady Di were huge characters on the old Opie and Anthony show. They did great stuff for us. Peter? Question mark? Yeah, I think his name's Peter. Gino? I think so. I hope I got that right. JD Straight Shot with the $5, looking for fivers and likes and your pennies, TikTok. No one cared that Jimmy got married, so he started a YouTube channel about being married. Turns out no one cares about that either. All right. My mic just went. I got a professional mic, but it just sucks through AA batteries. You don't get the professional microphone TikTok. I live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. They all get the professional microphone. Whatever. Good for Jimmy. Now he's got a YouTube channel about being married to I guess the proper way to say it is married to a trans. Is that the way to say that? I think. Wait, Jimmy got married to a trans woman? Question mark. Kobe said, I think. I'm not in his world. You never know with Jimmy. It might be some dumb bit. Are they actually married? Did she sign a prenup? I bet you she, I guess you have to say she, right? How do you do this? Could someone walk me through this stuff? Is it a she still? It is, right? TikTok, relax. I'm just trying to figure it out. Don't yank me. Did she sign a prenup? Because he has a lot of Black Sabbath stuff. Nothing would make me happier. All right, here comes some of the sickness. This is some sick thoughts. Nothing would make me happier, because I don't like Jim Norton at all, literally at all. That he didn't sign a prenup. He's actually married, where they signed a document, not one of those fake marriage things. Who knows? I have no idea. I don't live in his world. But nothing would make me happier than if the marriage does not work out, he doesn't have a prenup, and she takes half his Black Sabbath stuff. Oh my God, that might make my life. That might make my life. And all his other garbage, all his other garage sale crap that he has laying around his entire apartment. She just takes half of it. She just walks out like Steve Martin in The Jerk, grabbing a Black Sabbath sign poster, grabbing a Gene Simmons doll, and grabbing other junk from his house as she's leaving with half his stuff. Oh, that would make me so happy. That would really make me laugh. Just for the goof. What's up, John Kors? Thanks for the fivers and likes. Thank you. Can I think I could do a few more minutes now that I don't even know what I did. I was half asleep when I first turned this on, to be honest with you. So let me the coffee's getting cold really fast. So let me my coffee pot's right there. So let me just heat this up really fast, and then we'll wrap up. He's got to get to the beach and do his thing. But wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on a sec. Usually he has the run of the beach, but there's a dog way down the beach. I don't feel like chasing him. Love Norton, love Opie, love Anthony. That's more than acceptable. Of course it is. I never want to play the you have to just like me garbage. Jim Norton tries to find him. All right, thank you. We're done with the Jim Norton thing. It was just a dumb thought. You know, if the marriage doesn't work out and she takes half his junk, that would be hilarious. Just taking half his junk in a divorce. Oh God, that would be hilarious. If your girlfriend has something's wrong, I don't know. What the hell was that? No. Heard a bang. Might be a raccoon going back into the house. Got a raccoon that lives somewhere in this house, not in the actual house, but in the floorboards and whatnot. I don't, Mike. I don't agree with that. It's a whole new world out there. It's a very different world than how I grew up, but it's a whole new world. Love is love. If you're in love, then screw it. Go marry whatever you want. I can't change my tune now. I've said it my whole life. I've said it on the radio. I've said it on my podcast. I've said it on my live stream. Opie isn't bitter, though. Oh, shut up, Puds. That's just funny. Ah, God, you guys have become such just a bunch of drags. Literally, if the Opie and Anthony show was still going strong, And Jimmy announced that he married somebody. Doesn't matter if it was a girl, a guy, a trans woman. That part of it doesn't even matter. But if we were still doing the show and Jimmy came in to announce that he was married, we would have beat the crap out of him about a prenup, and if he gets divorced, this person would take half his junk. We would go off on that for an hour. So shut it. It's just funny to think. And that. I honestly think that there's a whole bunch of newer people that, weren't around when the Opie and Anthony show was actually doing it. And they're only hearing stuff here and there on the internet. So I don't think they fully understand the vibe of what we used to do on the radio. That would have been a bit that we would have crushed them on. We would have laughed our asses off. Of course we would have. And if Patrice was live and Bob Kelly and Rich Voss, we would have had them all in to talk about if Jimmy gets a divorce and his wife taking half his crap. We would have laughed our asses off. So you're a dishonest, disingenuous person. God. Yeah, it is. It's just funny to think. Of course it is. And I truly do wish Jimmy the best with that. If he's found happiness, good for him. I don't want him in my life or anything like that, but good for him if he found happiness. But we're going to make fun of it. Of course we're going to make fun of it. She'll see, this is like Greg Buell's getting in on the action. She'll take half of the junk, but leave Ozzy's failed birthday presents on the table. Oh, Jimmy has the failed Ozzy presents on a coffee table somewhere because Ozzy actually touched them. So they're valuable to Jimmy. No, these are the Beatles books that day that he forgot and he left behind. He touched these. Don't touch them. Can I at least look at them? No, don't touch them. Ozzy touched these. He was the last person that touched these. All right, should we get rid of the TikTok? Nah, we'll leave you on the TikTok. We'll leave you on the TikTok. Opie, sometimes I worry too much. Any advice, man? If someone out there wrote a book or figured out how we as human beings could worry less, they would be billionaires. I don't have any advice for that crap. That's something that we all have in common. I don't care if you're a lover or a hater. We all got to worry every single day. I guess when you know you're kind of living in the moment, you gotta like embrace that crap. So you get a break from the heartaches of life and the worry that we all feel. But man, I don't have any advice for that. That you just stumped me. Because I'm thinking, well, what do I do about worry? And it's not easy. You can't, they say you can't worry about like the past. You can't worry about the future because both those things are meaningless at this point. And you just got to kind of live in the moment. So I guess if you try to do more of that, it would help, I guess. Don't listen to them. This is the one comment that has me commenting. There's plenty of us just listening, new listeners who love you. Right on. Thank you, brother. Fair enough. But there's a lot of sensitive people out there, making fun of Jimmy maybe getting a divorce someday and his wife taking half his junk. That just is funny. That's a comedic premise that we would have exploited for at least an hour on the old radio show, of course, and we would have made sure we got the A-listers for that. We would have made sure, Patrice was in for that, Rich Voss, Bob Kelly, and we would have just went off. And to be fair to Jim Norton, he would have laughed through the whole damn thing. Of course he would have. Anthony would have crushed him the hardest about divorce for sure. Of course. Thank you. And now, and people get confused by that because nowadays in comedy, if you're beating the crap out of a subject, that means you're against that subject or that person, and that's not how we were brought up. You know, we we would make fun of everything around us, and it didn't mean that we were against that group of people or that person or that situation. But nowadays, man, it's a whole new world with comedy. You make fun of something, you know, you're going to just piss off a lot of people. Back in the day, so many more people would take the jokes. They would absolutely take the jokes. They would be like, you know, I'm really a supporter of what he's making fun of, but this is really funny. Oh my God, Marge, this is funny. Get us a couple more Dennis Learys. And then, you know, you leave the comedy club and then you go back to like supporting the thing that the comedian was beating the crap out of. But I can honestly say it's very, very different. You know, there's a lot of comedians out there. The one thing I do hear when these comedians do their podcasts and just babble about the process over and over again, the one thing they will say is that there's so many things they simply don't joke about anymore because they feel like the audience can't handle it. They turn on them quickly and they disrupt comedy shows now. And that wasn't the case back in the day. Who do you think is going to be the next shock jock king after Stern retires, or is that shtick pretty much done? Well, yeah, man. I mean, if Howard Stern was the king of the shock jocks, he's not doing anything shocking anymore because it's over. You can't shock anybody anymore. Everybody's on their phone all day long, and there's a ton of stuff like back in the day would have been amazing for a radio show or something, and now it's just like it's just a Wednesday. Oh, here's all the shocking things I saw today on my TikTok or my YouTube shorts or whatever. You can't shock people anymore. It's a whole new world. All right, I can't see the comments anymore, so maybe we should start wrapping up. TikTok, I'm gonna let you go. All right. You and Anna are the kings. Nothing is funnier than what the old crew became. I don't know what that means. Is that a slam or something? I guess that might be a slam. Good for you. All right, TikTok. Thank you. This was good. And to the people that yank live streams on TikTok, thank you for letting me get through one without yanking me. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon, TikTok. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. Oh, damn. Whoa, damn. Whoa, damn. Wonder if that's a real number. 3,500 people on the TikTok. Who knows? Who knows if that's a real number? But that's why it's hard to deny those guys. Because, like I've said, I do have to say it again. Because we were talking about this at Get Parts last night after we stopped filming. I'm wearing the all day NYC hat because that's my friend Dan. Newer friend. I'm not going to front and make believe we've known each other a long time, but I've known him a couple of years now, I guess. Turns out I was a fan of his TikTok all day NYC. Does a great job live streaming on the daily all over New York. And I was literally just a fan of his work. And then I reached out to him and to try to get him on my stuff. And then it turns out he's an old Opie and Anthony fan. So he's freaking out that I was reaching out to him. And I'm like, but I'm a fan of yours. And now he's finally doing my shit and he's good at it. But we're talking, after I can't see the screen. I'm trying to see the screen. The sun is really bright now. But we're talking about how TikTok does do it right, and YouTube Shorts is starting to do it right too. There's a little inside baseball. I'm sorry, but I know a bunch of you are content providers as well. If you're not on TikTok or I should say YouTube Shorts, that you're just being stupid, because YouTube Shorts and TikTok, if you got a video, you got some content, and you put up on those two platforms, they give you a chance to get into what's called the viral stream. They throw you in, and a whole bunch of strangers are watching your stuff. A whole bunch of people that have no idea who you are. In my case, they don't know who Opie and Anthony is. They don't know who Opie himself is. They don't care. And if they start clicking and watching the video like a certain amount of time, that means there's interest. Then they move you up to another viral stream, and you could go all the way to the top where you could go crazy viral. And unfortunately, with the other social media, platforms, you're only talking to the converted, which is really, really frustrating. And that's why I can't totally ignore TikTok. I talk to, it says 3,500 people. I'm sure some of those were click throughs, whatever. But I would easily say that I talked to a few hundred people that have no idea about Opie and Anthony, no idea about me, no idea about my podcast, my live stream, or anything like that. Brand new people, and some of those people will become, regulars. But like I already know what my number is going to be on YouTube and Facebook every single day because they just put you in front of your audience, and they don't push past that. Doggy sees another dog. I got to get him on the beach. All right, that's too. You know what? That's too inside, I think. But it was at the end of my live stream, so whatever. Whatever. Haha, like making fun of Terry Clifford. All good-natured ribbing, huh? Winston says, huh? Oh, Winston. I wasn't perfect, Winston. I'll be the first to tell you that. Yeah, for where I sat for the most part, it was good-natured ribbing. What we did on the Opie and Anthony show, yes, but every once in a while we would be way over the line. And I've talked about the Terry Clifford situation many, many times. And it's one of the only times Brother Weeze really gave me a talking to about what I do. Weeze is my mentor, my friend. He's my brother. He's a father figure. He's everything to me. And it's literally the only time he ever talked to me about what I was doing. He's like, man, she's a really nice lady and this and that. And I feel bad to this day. But you ask the other guys, they would say they don't feel bad. I guarantee it. But on that one, I do feel bad. Winston, I've said it a million. What are you doing? I've said it a million times. That's the problem with this world, man. It's so easy to just find one dumb thing and clip it and just take shit out of proportion. Because I did the Terry Clifford thing back in the day, then I guess everything I did on the radio was, me being a terrible person. That's how these people handle this stuff in the year 2023. Peter, the whole shock jock thing is just dead nowadays. If you're trying to be a shock jock, you start a podcast and no one would care unless you said something really outrageous. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I mean, the competition is brutal out there. Brutal. Don't you think the metrics on YouTube are better than radio? In what way, A. Thompson? In what way? Later, Chuck. Good to see you. All right, I'm going to go because I can't really see the comments anymore. Hit the like on the way out. I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah, hit the like, you hippies. Thank you, Mike. Peace, Hope. Thank you, Scott Nelly. Black Polo, what's up? Let me just get a few of these. First name, that's never good. Shocking Sirius XM is still going. Well, yeah, it is kind of shocking. It is kind of shocking. I think Spotify's king as far as music goes. I really do. And I still have Sirius. But I never thought I would see the day that SiriusXM listening to their music channels would sound antiquated because, man, Spotify's got it where they're just building a playlist of stuff for you all the time based on what you're listening to and giving you all these choices. I love that. And SiriusXM is very antiquated when it comes to all that. I really believe Spotify is much better for certainly music. And then, what does SiriusXM have? They got the Mad Dog. He still does it. They got, who are you paying for real? Howard, Mad Dog, and some sports here and there. That's about it. No one else is really getting the job done by bringing in a ton of subscribers. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with the camera. See, I got so many different cameras, and this camera for the ocean live stream sucks because the sunrise behind me was glorious, and this camera did not pick it up. But the regular MacBook camera picks up the sunrise out here beautifully. So I don't know. Whatever. We got through it, though. Hit the like on the way out. If you gave me a few bucks, thank you very, very much. It's easy to focus on the 1% of the haters. Focus on the 99% who get you. who support you, who believe in you. I like that. You're right, man. Happens to the best of us. You're right. You're 100% right. And I got to be reminded of that like anybody else. So thank you. Thank you for the reminder. You're right. You're absolutely right. All right. I'm not going to promote anything. You know, all the plugs. So, it does help to hit the like on the live stream. That's for sure. And it does help me if you see any of my junk out there, just click on a few things. All right. That's it. Guys, have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye. Thanks for checking this out. Greatly appreciate y'all. See ya.